What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're doing something a little different, covering the current football news with the European Super League. Chelsea and Manchester City have officially pulled out of the Super League. Now, just a couple nights ago, the Super League was announced. The top 6 clubs in the English Premiership, amongst other teams around the world, have decided to collab together to create the European Super League, meaning they will leave their provincial clubs because of the fact that their owners are rather focusing on money than the actual club and the history of the sport that we have known for hundreds and hundreds of years. English Premiership has been around for so long, one of the most popular football tournaments, if not sporting tournaments, in the world. There's a lot of money in it, but there's a lot of history in it. There's a lot of childhood memories for so many fans around the world. Whether you support Man United, whether you support Liverpool, whether you support Arsenal, whether you support Tottenham, whether you support City or Chelsea, you have clearly been affected over the past few days due to this shocking move. Fans are angry, supporters are angry, past players are angry, even the coaching staffs are angry because these owners decided to go on their own little term and to create a money scheme, forcing historic clubs from around the world to break away from their respective leagues and create something, an annual tournament that will just flood in the millions without even thinking about it. It says 12 of Europe's leading football clubs have announced that they have agreed to establish a new midweek competition, the European Super League, governed by its founding clubs. Obviously, we know who are the ones in England, but AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, obviously Real Madrid are amongst the ones, as well as the English clubs, who have decided to do this. It is news that there are teams that are pulling out. Chelsea, Man City, as mentioned, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona are apparently withdrawing. Ed Woodward resigns from Manchester United, as they are just as the Murin. I'm hearing talks of Jurgen Klopp has already pulled off from Liverpool and might be going to a German club, because we all know that the German Football League has decided to stick to their respective clubs. And credit and I salute the German Bundesliga on that. The reason why people are upset is because it's such a historic moment when you got Premier League. You've got a full-on league, teams fighting to get to where they are. And now, just because the top 6 are getting their chance, they're now buggering off for a better league. I'm not blaming players here, I'm not blaming coaching staff, because I think they didn't even know about this. I blame the owners. It's the owners. As Jamie Carragher said, it's the owners. I agree with Gary Neville. The fact that these guys have just stood out and gone against everything they believe in. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. Well, the owners have just walked alone and made their own decision and deserted the club, deserted the fans, deserted the management, deserted the staff by making their own decisions. Yes, they'll tell them, oh, but you're going to get good money and all that stuff. Stuff the money. We're playing this game. We know this football game for the history, for the pride. I mean, for me, for example, as a Man United supporter, my grandfather, who passed away just a month and a half ago, was born just outside Old Trafford. He's Manchester. It's been my blood. My mom's dad, also born just up the road from Old Trafford. So it's in my blood. I've grown up 30 years of just knowing Man United and being a proud supporter. But I'm also one of those who've got a lot of respect for others. My uncle supports Liverpool. Love Jurgen Klopp. Probably got so much respect for him. Brilliant coach. My brother-in-law supports Arsenal. My best mate's grandfather almost played for Arsenal. I mean, there's so much historic, and most of my mates actually support Chelsea as well. There's so much history around the sport. There's so much passion. You know, you always go with your mates, and people love-hate relationships between the sporting nations. But at the end of the day, I have never seen a football unity be greater than what we've seen in the past 24, 48 hours since this announcement of this dreaded new European Super League. I mean, come on. We need to put focus in these poor guys. There are players who earn the right to get into these tournaments. There are players who get relegated and teams who get relegated in these positions. I mean, we know the English Cup 2, whatever, the Championship, all this before the Premier League. And now you're almost like deserting these guys just for your own benefit when these clubs all have money. Manchester City don't need it. They've got enough money. Man United don't even need it. And besides, how can they be classified as one of the top 6 teams when United haven't won anything for over 10 years? Liverpool just created history with Jurgen Klopp, one of the greatest moments in football by winning the title. And now all of a sudden, after a year of absolute hell, these owners have decided to create their own little camaraderie and bugger off and leave the poor buggers who've been working their asses off to get to positions in the sport and all that. So I don't know. I'm extremely disappointed. Liverpool obviously said they've confirmed they've signed up for it. We know Man United is. I've got a strong feeling they're going to probably be forced to pull out. I don't see this tournament going on longer because of the current hatred that we are receiving from fans around the world. I saw chants on TikTok, the greedy six. I think it's FU, the greedy six. Jose Mourinho fired the other day. Obviously, we all thought he would because of the current situation with Tottenham. But the real reason at the end of the day, he refused to go out with the players on the field because of this announcement. And then he gets sacked. So we know where Tottenham lies with this whole money scheme. When I look at these badges, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, United, City, I always look at it with pride because of the sport, because of what I've grown up watching. And I know I don't talk about it often on the channel because rugby is one of my biggest passions. But I look at that Man United badge and I think of my grandfather, of my family, of the David Beckham eras, the growing up as a kid wearing the red. I mean, I've got a little red devil over here. I've got a clock just there by my window. I've got, obviously, quite a few United shirts. I've got a United map just there, which you can't see. You know, it's here. It's with me. I grew up with it. And now they decided to make their own decision, the management, the owners, to go bugger off on another league. They chose money over sport. That is one of the things that pisses me off so much about sport, is that how people are losing the pride and are following the money. You know, people dream of playing for these clubs. People would do anything to play for these clubs. Now you see this happen. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. I hope that these idiots who are doing this see the light and bugger off from it. Well done to Chelsea and well done to City and the other teams who've pulled out. I honestly hope Liverpool, United, Arsenal and Tottenham follow, because it's going to be very hard to wear that badge going forward after seeing this. It's not right. It's not right for sport. Sport has the power to change the world, to unite us. This isn't uniting us. Stay safe, never give up.